Hello, everyone. So, these are my week 6 takeaways. So, my first takeaway was how in 2020, video game sales skyrocketed. So, when the pandemic started, a lot of people had to stay home either because they or their employer wanted them to in order to mitigate the spread of COVID. And as a result, people started playing video games to deal with being stuck at home, either as an escape or as a way of coping after being able to leave the house as often as they used to. Um, my second takeaway is how investors started eyeing the industry as the next big cash cow. So, with video game sales skyrocketing, investors saw an opportunity to make more money by investing in these video game companies, since they were having a massive increase in sales, and I can see why they would want to do this from a business perspective. My third takeaway is how the biggest companies will buy up as much of the industry as they possibly can in order to buy up talent and IP, and intellectual property, so they can spin that off into as many profitable ventures as they possibly can. And this ties in with my previous post. The more popular franchises and companies will have the most profits during a massive spike in sales, and this would make investing in these companies result in a higher return on investment. So my fourth takeaway is how when video game companies get bigger, there's a certain amount shareholders expect, and this can lead to games having rushed releases and cramming in as many microtransactions as possible. And this one stood out to me because I've seen it happen firsthand. And usually, a video game will have some downloadable content and very few bugs or glitches. But lately, it seems like every game has something that you need to buy, or you'll feel pressure to buy it or download it, and the glitches and bugs will be a lot more noticeable, and it makes gameplay frustrating. My fifth and final takeaway is when they're talking about how with the layoffs, there will be half as many employees doing the work of not only the remaining employees, but the work of the employees who were laid off, and that will cause the remaining employees to either burn out or go into a different field of work. And this one stood out to me because it seems like the big companies buying up all the studios and franchises are more concerned with the bottom line instead of the people who make the product, not realizing that a subpar product won't sell as much, and that will severely affect their profits. And like it said in the video, to an executive, a game designer is a game designer, and even if they're not actually replaceable, they're still going to be seen as replaceable. And it seems to me that these big companies are just shooting themselves in the foot by laying off the people who make the product that makes them profit, and that will undercut all their future sales. So that is it for my takeaways. Thank you.